welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 with another rally car build. It's not really a car though, and it's technically a Mini, but not really. It's the Cooper X-Ray, the John Cooper Works X-Ray Mini. It's competed in the Dakar Rally in 2018, and it's continuing that competition history in 2019. Now, pros of this vehicle. We have massive tires, 335s on the front and 335s on the rear. Very good. Also, we have all sorts of off-road suspension and, racing components, and we can shave it down to a respectable, considering how big this vehicle is, 3,000 pounds. Now, there is a party trick for this vehicle. You see, the engine in this is not bad at all. In fact, that is an enormous amount of torque, 873, but it's not enough. So we need, not that, the racing V8. This thing is pretty much being maxed out in order to reach the top of S1. We're gonna get pretty close. This vehicle, I did do a double check just to make sure it can run. It gets to S1 895, which is pretty darn close to 900. It's pretty darn close. It should get to 900. Why is it not getting to 9? Oh, right. Nope. Ah, right. I forgot. Whole drivetrain swap. There you go. That's better. It does put it back over 2 tons. However, it's a small price. It's a large price, but it's a price to pay for the all-wheel drive which we need. I forgot this came as rear-wheel drive. There you go. 1,300 horsepower, 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, 4,000 pounds though, and most crucially of all, no Forza Aero. That's gonna be the big iffy here. Does it have the handling? Because it's gonna have the power, it might even have the acceleration. Does it have the handling? We shall see. The Mini X-Ray is, in theory, going up against the Vantage, the Aston Martin Vantage, with the 126.5 roughly. But I think its most realistic time is going to try to beat either the Illumicraft Class 10, that's about 14th place, or, if it's really good, the Lamborghini LM002, which is probably the closest comparison to this. Very heavy, off-road orientated, 1,300 horsepower in that Lamborghini. So, this thing, the not-so-mini, is going to be on a move up our hill, up our mountain. I have no idea. I think this might struggle a little bit, I will be honest. I think it might struggle. Just because, well, it has the power, but what it doesn't have is, slightly stiffer suspension, aerodynamic wings and spoilers. That would be a plus. So handling might struggle, but we shall see. Can brute force overcome? It actually worked quite well with the Mustang, the Bullet Mustang. That had about 1,300 horsepower as well and no aero. So, woo. That actually got proper airtime there. Woo. That was unexpected. This thing gets a lot of wheel spin. This thing gets a lot more wheel spin than I was expecting. Yeah, it doesn't have rally tires and all, but still. Alright, didn't really want to do that. I thought I would carry a bit more speed through there. Right. Well, I mean, it's not the worst around the corner. It's not the most undrivable thing through the corners, truth be told. I'm actually not too disappointed with this car through the corners. You see, the problem with the buggy is it just rolled around on its suspension far too much. With this, though, it's not too bad. Whoa. With this, it's not too bad at all, actually. It's rather mundane. I say mundane, it is still a freaking massive Mini with 1,300 horsepower, going very sideways everywhere, but considering what I was expecting, it's not nearly as bad. That's a terrible corner. as I had in my mind. Is it great? No. That section there is terrible. And it's definitely not a very good run, it's very scrappy. But it's significantly easier to control than I was fearing, so maybe we might be onto something here, we shall see. Ooh. Funnily enough, actually, surprisingly, it doesn't... Well, that's interesting. Surprisingly, it doesn't really like the bumps. Surprisingly, it doesn't like the bumps very much at high speed. It kind of gets wobbled around. Yeah. It's like a jelly vehicle. It's like a jelly car, you know, where the suspension is super soft. So around the corners, it's actually not too terrible. It's once you hit a bump that you begin to panic. And there's no rear wing, so you get oversteer. A lot of oversteer. On the plus side, when you hit 130 down there, get on the brakes, and then nothing really stops us. So, is it gonna win? No. No way. However, considering how scrappy that run is, and considering we nearly flipped the buggy, that is not a bad first time. Second attempt for the X-Ray John Cooper Works Mini. My goal is to be clean. That's my goal. My goal is to be clean. I think we might be able to get this in like sub 232 easily, if we're clean. Trying to get a sub 3 minute with this though is going to be a bit tricky. We're just gonna do a quick donut around the tree because we can, and not because I overshot it like an idiot. All right, noted. This thing is very. It doesn't have very much. Like, go until you hit about 6,000 RPM, then it really goes. But until then, not really. It's a lot of turbo lag. A lot of turbo lag in the Mini, which is to be expected with those massive turbos. Get on the brakes. There we go. That's 140 miles an hour in a Mini-ish. Oh! That was close. That was extremely close. I didn't want to be that close, but I didn't really have much of a choice. It kind of just started skidding. Whew, that got you alert, shall we say. That's also a lot of speed through there. That's a crazy amount of speed through there, actually. That's 63 miles an hour through there, over 108 through that section. That's very good, actually, in the X-Ray Mini. We're just going to do a quick slide then. Because I was already going sideways, I didn't want to overcorrect, so I figured I might as well just keep the slide going. That would probably be a safer alternative, if you will. Okay, I didn't mean to go sideways again. I really didn't. Not that I have much control on when this goes sideways and when this doesn't, but, you know. I like to imagine I have some semblance of control of this vehicle. It is quite tricky, though, to drive. Quite tricky. Because on the brakes, it doesn't really... not again, not again, not again. Alright, it's a bit better. We didn't have quite a jolt. We didn't have quite so much of a jolt on the brakes on there, which is good. I'm a little too close to the wall. Gonna get a little bit of oversteer, a little bit of oversteer. There we go. You see, sliding is very important on this track. Sliding is extremely important on this track. Not there, though. Not there. That's not where you want to slide. Because then you don't get a very good run down here. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Alright, it's a little too much sideways on the downhill part. I like the sideways on the uphill. It's a little smoother. So it's a bit more secure. But, and like there, you kind of need to in order to keep your car on track, really. Now what's nice is the fences don't really matter to this vehicle. At all. You see, I can go through them, and it doesn't exactly stop it, you know? It doesn't really slow down because of them. Which is great. It's nice having a vehicle that doesn't get slowed down by the fences. Yeah, there you go. And it's not a second faster. 233. I think that puts it ahead of the Mazda. Yeah, it's very much ahead of the Mazda. Alright. I want to shave another... I think there's a lot more time, a little bit more time in there. I just need to find it. Final attempts. Final attempts for the X-Raid Mini. This is gonna be a, I say it's a high pressure. It's not that high pressure. I got in a half decent run on the second attempt. If I want to break into the 232 barrier, it is going to be a very perfect lap, pretty much. It's gonna have to be a very good lap. And yeah, here we go. This is for all the money and all the land and all the world. Come on, Mini. You may not have won Dakar, but you can win this in your own way. Holy crap. How did I just about get that stop? That was 146 miles an hour into there. That was terrifying. That was one of the fastest speeds we've ever had through that section. That was scary on the brakes. I didn't realize how fast I was going until I was already going that speed. I don't want to be over here. It's kind of slow. You see, I gotta push hard. But if I push hard, I make mistakes. Overdriving the car. That is immense speed. That is immense speed. That's almost too much speed, actually. I'm in the wrong spot, though. That's a bit of a pickle. We're good. We're good. I'm cobbling this together as I go along. We're good. A little bit of understeer, because I tried not to go sideways through there. That was terrifying. I'm not sure it was faster, but it was much scarier. That is for sure. Come on, there we go. Nice tight apex. Don't lose any time at all. No, don't get traction now. No! No, that's not what you're supposed to do. There we go. That is exactly what we wanted. That is pretty much the perfect line through there. We are getting a lot of wheel spin, lad. We are getting an awful lot of wheel spin from the Mini. I thought those 335s and that immense weight pushing down on them would be enough. It doesn't seem like it is, actually. That's slightly peculiar. Alright, we're smoother. This might actually be a faster run. I don't know. It's going to be close. This is going to be close. Come on, X-Raid. Come on. You can do it. That's a big two-wheel moment. Big two-wheel moment. Get on the brakes. Oh, that was sketchy. That was a lot of two-wheeled action with the Mini. Suspension is playing up a little bit. Not as much as the Illumi Craft, though. Come on. That's the missed checkpoint. Can we not do that? No, that's still I'm way off. I'm miles off. Right. I don't normally rewind that far, but I don't like missing checkpoints, so kind of have to do that way. This run is very good, actually. This run is exceptionally good, actually. Come on, Mini! Come on, Mini! I think it just broke the 230 barrier. It did! Haha! How is that possible? How is that possible? That is absurd. A 2:29.6. That's faster than the Mercedes. That's faster than the Nissan. It's only 2 seconds down on the likes of the Corvette, the likes of the Lamborghini. That is seriously impressive. I did not expect that. Well played, Mini. Well played indeed. So, that's surprisingly good. But that is going to be it for this episode of Forza Horizon 4. Back with more.